Good 10 on 10 view. So definitely choice of view. Very great. Very great choice of scenery. Good job. That's already 10 on 10 points. I think we can agree. Comfortable landing platforms. I mean, I landed with the Wyvern pretty comfy. That's not too bad. Not too bad. Safety, I would say there is not really a railing for, safety reasons. You can't even lean and relax. So that's going to be a 7 on 10 for landing safety procedures. That is still to be worked at. 7 on 10. Alright. So from there, from the parking spot, from the landing spot, we don't really have a nice pathway forward. We do have to kind of climb over these rocks over here, which makes it a little bit difficult. Imagine you going for a classy evening with your wife, for example, and she's wearing high heels. She does kind of have to stumble over all of this. She might get stuck, twist her ankle, and then your day is as good as done. So I could improve with a little bit of, or somebody with a wheelchair, you make it accessible for everybody. Okay? So this is as well, I would say, it's a big obstacle, a 6 on 10 for entrance and roads. Water well, that is good. Let me take a sip. Fresh water, good. Fresh spring water, 10 on 10. Nice. Very, very gorgeous griffins. I like the yellow one and I like the blue one. What's written here? Breed 303 and 227. Breed with color. Alright. Those are some science stuff. I do like the sand that he has spread out all around it. There's a nice little vibe to it. First, before we go inside, let's check upstairs. Then, yet again, accessibility is definitely a 6 on 10. People that are a little bit older or not in good physique do have to open up this stuff here. So it will be a little bit more difficult. There we go. Have you seen it, Genie? I opened up the map. What is this? I think this is just a viewing spot. Beautiful. Nevertheless, that's still a 10 on 10. We even got a sneaky spot to the other side. I would do here with a little chair and a table for like a couple of beers, a little bit of tea. That could be very nice. Beautiful arch though, I would give him that. Nice design, nice design. That's already some good points over here. Ooh, let's check the exterior of the building. Okay, what do we have here? It's a nice cottage style. I don't know which style it is. It's maybe a little bit Austrian, maybe a little bit Norwegian. Something that can resist some snow. Maybe Viking vibe. Not sure, but I do like how everything is made. We have these poles and fences used as, as walls. That is a very good idea. Roof tiles are pretty nicely done. We have fences upside down to create more roof details. Very nice type of window here as well. To create some ventilation and light. That is very great. Beautiful flags. Very, very nicely flags. Threatening a little bit. Hospitality 9 on 10. I would say not super welcoming if you want to invite guests. But, if these are action-based guests, they could like it. Very nice semi-round arch. Stone arch. Yeah. Extension of the building. Very detailed roof. Details on all the sides. Symmetrics. 10 on 10 for sure. He has some stuff cooking from the outside. That is simply fine. I like the asymmetry in this. Like, it's symmetrical but asymmetrical. So that provides some pleasure to the eye, definitely. I don't know if this window was supposed to be like this, but the symmetry here is a little bit absent. But nevertheless, it looks amazing. Good amount of windows, good amount of details. How does this roof go? And the roof goes all... he even thought about letting the roof go decently down. That is perfect. Oh, what do we have here? Well, that's a little pigeon hawk. That's like the cuckoo's clock, when it hits 12 o'clock, it goes like cuckoo, cuckoo. Alright, this is the guardian overlooking the area. He has some very fancy stuff in here. I will not touch all of this electronics. Alright, so that looks plenty good. Now let's go to the back. He has 2 little beehives, so he could welcome his guests with a little bit of homemade honey in the tea. So that is always pleasure. Or some Greek yogurt with fresh made tea. Very much appreciated. Smell in the garden is definitely not amazing, but still very, very, very fine. This could at use maybe a little cottage or something like this, you know. Not everybody likes to see a butthole the first thing as they arrive. Let's look at the... Oh, that is a very, very cute little garden. Some medium plants. What is he? He is growing fertilizer. That is not too bad. That is not too bad. Here he's also growing fertilizer. So I think this is... Yep, it's just plain fertilizer. Let me drink a little bit. Fresh water. I hope it's fresh. Very good. Very good. Very good. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, hello, hello. CS Gardener. Locked. Special. Don't know what it is. Was it always standing there? Or did I not see? That's pretty creepy. I don't know if I saw that before. Let's go through the front door. Okay. It's time to enter. Alright. We have a little fire vase. I know, it's just an empty vase pot. Okay. Gives me Italian vibes. So I appreciate that. But the little plant could be nice to have it growing here. Let's see how the front doors work. Two beautiful front doors. Very functional. Yep. Very good. Let's close them behind me. Alright, entry point. It's decently high. You know, you wouldn't hit your head immediately if you walk in. We have some tables on the side that you can put your keys in there so you don't get lost. Some other closets for... it's probably a shoe rack, you know. That's nice. You can really put your shoes left and right there. Good division. And it seems to be locked behind some glass. Maybe there is like a de-stinkifier. So that is some good stuff. This is for the handbags and such, so not too bad. When you enter, you have a good amount of closets to put your stuff. Left side, however, does have a judgmental point here. I do have my opinion about taking a poo while staring at everybody entering the house. I mean, it definitely has some uniqueness to it, you know. It creates openness, socialization. So... if you're into this, it could be appreciated. And if you're cold, you even have a campfire if there is snow flying through the window. And then probably this is the storage for the toilet paper. Overall, functionality 10 on 10. Definitely functional, very proper. Privacy, I would say a 5 on 10. That could be better. I am hungry. Let me munch a little bit of food. So this could be improved on the privacy, maybe a little bit cottage, or just move the toilet to somewhere else. I do like the color though of it. It's definitely artistic, much appreciated. Now entering the main hallway. Very, very spacious. Good amount of light. A nice second floor balcony, let's say, even triple floor. I love the dynamics of this. So we have the main floor. Second floor up, and even a floor a little bit higher. Very beautiful dynamics here. This is great. Good light, good lighting, very nice. We have this little Captain Muffy here, protector of the environment. So you always have a cute little guest on his leather little sofa. This is the owner. This is the protector of the house, the guardian of the cottage in the mountains, Mr. Muffins. Okay, very great. Alright, let's see on the side. Okay, I am going to... This is the host. So, let me bring the host where he should... This host has a tendency to be, you know, how do we say this? It's a wild nature lover. He does not do beds specifically. He prefers to sleep out in the open, in the wild. He always works 24/7. So what else? What we can do is just put him gently on the bed. There we go. I don't think this bed has ever been used because it looks even cleanly made from the first time he moved in. You know, it's a workaholic. Works 12 hours and just passes out where he works. So back to the tour. Good spacious room with a nice sofa to chill. If we sit here, what do we see? We see a very, very cozy working environment. So if you are into some tinkering, you have a beautiful tinkering station right here with a good lamp and some fridges to grab yourself a good snack with the view on the outside. So you are never working in the dark, so your office is always a little bit lit. Very great. On the side we have a little bit tinkering as well if you need some help from your apprentice. So yeah, functionality again 10 on 10. Very good design, and it gives spaciousness. Okay, it gives room. You don't really feel stuck in a closed room. It gives breathing and peace, which is pretty important if you want to work. Continuing around the room, counterclockwise, we have some more storages. We have some safes. More nice little benches. Open doors is for sure a bad policy. Imagine thieves. So maybe automatic doors could be installed, but you know, it's a wooden cottage, so we can't expect much. Now that I see the windows from the inside, those that I judged before, which were not symmetrically big as these ones, I still do appreciate it a lot. It is pretty nice still. You have a good view from here to see at the trees, at the little garden, at the bees. So it's definitely a nice positioning. Very, very well done. An empty box for whatever it might be. Another water fountain to drink. Very well. Now again, a working station with a good view, can't deny it. Then here we have the masterpiece, the half oval, half circle. Yes, I guess this is the meditation room, whatever sorts, to bring in the inspiration. We have, oh no, this is definitely the thinking room, not the tinkering, the thinking room. Look at the amount of scrolls and air conditioning. Definitely a place to sit, to meditate to the dragon gods, and come up with great ideas and inventions. So I definitely like the decorations of the massive animals here. Very, very well done. And might though have a little bit symmetry and have an animal on the left, but then that would be might be a little bit of an overkill. But yes, definitely a 10 on 10. Can't judge too much here. Very well done, very well done. Maybe a little carpet on the floor, so if you're going to be meditating in this room, a little bit something for your knees or your butt will be amazing, because it can become pretty cold after a while sitting here, especially with all these air conditioners. But I guess if you have these, let's say that the walls kind of open to the exterior, then these air conditioners are pretty necessary if you don't want to freeze or die from the heat. Though economy-wise and saving the environment, it is pretty bad, because we are just wasting air conditioner and electricity with the windows open. But I think this is a point that we can turn around, because I think Mr. Toffler has a alien space engine over there that is kind of green, I assume, so there is no waste of electricity and it does not affect too much the environment, or not at all. So there we go. Let's go to the second floor with a nice wooden staircase. Very, very beautiful design. A little bit narrow. I mean, definitely do not eat too much, otherwise it would be a little bit cramped. And even so, it's a little bit tight. Imagine you have to bring a sofa up or anything of the sorts. This could be of a problem. So a little bit tight, a little bit narrow. This corner is going to be especially problematic. How do you turn with like a big sofa? You have to lift it above your hands, which is a little bit bad for ergonomics, but nevertheless, very, very nice. Very, very nice. Upstairs, what do we have? We have here the guardian, the little pigeon, who is keeping check of everything. A very chill little sofa with the view on the pigeon. That is very nice. A little breeze to rest, with some more machinery on the side. Probably another heating unit. I see some charcoals. So the steam, however, is going into the woods. This could cause for mold in the future. So that might be addressed with a little ventilation. Nice table, nice chemistry bench. Definitely nice to work. Beautiful view if you are making some concoctions and potions. If you feel like the Witcher, with a good view on the dragon heads. Very beautiful lighting on the ceiling of the cabin. Very nice golden shine to it. Then we have here a beautiful map of the whole surroundings, which you can enjoy from your bed, with a nice little warm kitchenette here. And another sofa to chill. If somebody is cooking, you can enjoy and have a nice conversation without abandoning them in the kitchen. So definitely another design 10 on 10. Let's go to the final floor. This is going to be the master bedroom. Very well next to the window, so pretty fresh. Definitely you will not suffer from the heat. And even if this place is pretty up high, snow is not a problem here. It's going to be always more or less 21 degrees, so very good. This, however, is a question mark. Does not provide any happiness or joy to the surroundings. A little tombstone. Nobody prefers to see tombstone every day, so this could be addressed as well. So overall, I'm going to give this a maybe a calculated 9.5 on 10, because of small minor technical issues. because overall this is a very, very beautiful design, very well done, functional, spacious, beautiful, very calming. Oh, and we missed one of the masterpieces. Look at this beautiful rustic water well, even with a little lamp, so if you're thirsty in the middle of night, you know exactly where you need to be. Very nice, very proper, very clean. So yes, overall 9.5 on 10. Small little details, practical adjustments and beautifications, maybe some privacy issues, but for the rest, wonderful, wonderful, wonderful build. There we go. Thank you for following along in the base tour guide of the community. This was our wonderful member Toffler. He did a great job. And oh, I even forgot, he even has a windmill. There we go, there we go. Beautiful, 10 on 10. Thank you for the tour. Voila. There we go. That was a mouthful. Now I'm super thirsty. I have never spoken so much in a row.